Hopefully I have properly returned to my correct channel stream key. Yes, I have. Good. There's always that terrifying moment. My first stream after I've done a marathon on someone else's channel, where I panic about whether I have correctly reset my my OBS to stream on my channel, and it looks like I did. So yay me! Hey ATM machine. I assume that means Quest for Infamy in French. My French is very bad. Okay, so when we left off, we were... Oh! Crush the infamous thing. Interesting. I don't know how much crushing of infamous things we'll be doing. Ah, yes, by all means, yes, crush the Catholic Church. Okay, so when we left off, we were at the inn, and we just finished talking to this dude, and I was going to go up and check out my room. So let's go do that. Also, I feel like I might want to talk to that guy again and do a refresher about combat. Although I'm sure I'll figure it out. And then how did I do that? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the highlight hotspot thingy. This is one big ass hallway. Wow, you're right. There's only one door.
It's a door. It can open and close. Pretty neat trick, you think?
Ooh, fancy. Oh, nice. Dang, it's a sweet room.
It's your bed. Cozy. The walls are decorated with a number of paintings, none of which you like.
That's because you're a Philistine.
The walls...
Hey, Riffley. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm not very far in, but I liked Infamous Quest's other game, Order of the Thorn. I streamed that a while back. And this seems to be kind of a similar
This dresser is for
feel.
keeping your personal hygiene products. You won't be using it in this game.
Although somewhat more snarky than Order of the Thorn.
There is nothing in these drawers. You can't take the paintings.
Is there a wait, not that. This.
If you'd like to rest, just use the bed.
No. Was there like a time?
You don't have any magical ability.
I don't remember if there was like a time gauge. The sundial, the circular thing. What? Well,
If you'd like to rest, just use the bed.
that just says if you'd like to rest. It doesn't tell me what time it is. But okay, fine.
You are not tired now.
Okay.
Perhaps you should be gaining favor with the locals.
I think you're right. Yeah, I recall it doing that when I was outside. Maybe maybe it only does that when I'm in the inn room.
If you'd like to...
All right. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's sunset now. But yes, okay. Let's go back outside, and I said go back outside.
Too sturdy.
Where's outside? How do I go outside? I gotta use the arrow keys, because I can't actually click outside. There's another area that had that problem too. Can I go this way? No, I cannot. I can go that way. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. Yeah, if I was playing in full screen, it might not do that. But since I'm streaming, I'm playing in windowed mode. Oh, here we go. Ooh, the pub. That's probably my jam. It's a huge pub too. Holy crap.
The lantern hangs very precariously on the wall. You just hope it holds. Stumbling out of a dark tavern sucks. You have no reason to take the lantern. It's barely attached to the wall and could be useful if you're pissed as a fart one night.
Pissed as a fart. Wow. Hit it.
You don't want to destroy everything. What would be left to do?
That's right. Belatedly, they did the Space Quest 2 remake as well. I have not played that one. Pub door. I love these, like, not these unpolished hotspot names.
The Jolly Rogering. That sounds like a slamming good time. The building is very large and well built. The Jolly
Rogering.
The sign is attached to the building and you can't remove it. The sign... It doesn't understand what you're saying. It's a door. Doors are generally used to enter or exit a building. As you're standing outside the pub, it's a good chance this door will let you enter that establishment.
How's that for deductive reasoning?
Alright. Let's check out this pub.
Friend, come on over, have a pint.
Hell yeah! Don't mind if I do.
Look at this fella. He looks too handsome to enjoy a drink.
Yeah, let's get him some apple juice.
Turd.
I'll take some milk. From your mother's breast. Again.
Oh!
Always come back for seconds.
Oh, burn!
Now, bust your lip for that, mate.
Shut up. You'd piss yourself trying. He's a good guy. Boys, this is Mr. Rome. Rome, meet the boys.
Apparently we're already friends.
Hello, gentlemen.
We're just having a few pints. Please join us.
Sounds good.
Why don't we have some fun? You up for a drinking contest?
Oh god, no. No. I always lose these in games. Fine. Fine.
I'm always up for a contest. And I'm always up for drinking. Sounds good to me.
Splendid. All right, the rules are, drink these pints until you can't drink no more.
Yeah. Will I end up married to a goat, or will I have an embarrassing tattoo afterwards?
Prepare to change your religion, sir.
Alright. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Alright, so the cursor, like, wobbles around. Alright. So I gotta... Oh, that's cool. The text is getting all, like, blurry. This is great. This is... Oh, okay. Now we're over there. Whee! I'm not moving this cursor, by the way. This is the game doing this. No. No. There. Haha. Oh. Oh god. There. Ha. Whew. This is my kind of drinking contest. Oh my god. It's this one. The one on the right.
I think you've had enough.
Oh no. Bleh. Whee! Haha! Okay. Do I win anything for doing that? I guess not. Usually you get, you know, like, money. No, I lost. Yeah, I don't think I, yeah. Okay. What do I get for winning that, I wonder?
Whoa, that's a big boy right there. He looks like he could eat a stag and then ask for seconds. They look like typical muscle-bound lackeys. They're pretty good drinkers, though.
Kurt Friend 2. Kurt Friend 1.
They look like... Picking on this guy hand to hand is a bloody stupid idea. The punters need something to support their drinks. Give them a few pints, though, and they'll be lucky if they can support themselves.
So,
Why don't we have some fun? You up for a drinking contest?
no, thank you.
Not in the mood right now, sorry.
I've already...
You're lost, friend. Who doesn't want to drink on someone else's dime?
I've already, had plenty, thanks.
There's actually carpet in here? Hey, this is a classy joint. Probably not a good idea. He ignores you. Perhaps you should talk to the man on the other side of the table.
How about you guys? Barth, Larry, and Olaf.
The youngest of the regular crowd who's shuffled in. A regular bar patron by the looks of him. This fella looks like he's enjoying his drink. Ooh, let me stand next to your fire. Ah, move over, Rover.
What? That's a song reference, I don't know it.
Fire! 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 You had an old moron friend who used to chant that. You wonder what he and his stupid companion are doing now.
That'd be a Beavis and Butthead reference.
As long as it gets you plastered, you don't care what it says on the bottle. These hold the sweet libations that give you good vibrations. You can't wait to sample the goods.
Ah, so Gritchstar knows that song. I don't. I don't think I've ever heard it before.
The bartender is a real beauty. Soft, pale skin, beautiful brown eyes, long, luscious hair, an ample bosom. Yep, a real beauty.
Oi, pal, put your eyes on something else. I'm no whore to be gulped at.
That is Jen Pattison, the artist for, I think, the portraits for this game. That's not her voice, I assume, but that's her face.
And Spirit. You like that?
Oh, it's Jimi Hendrix. Okay. I am unfortunately not familiar with a lot of Jimi Hendrix songs.
This is one tall guy with a big beer. You also admire his mustache. You can tell he's a man of distinction.
Probably like one of the devs' friends or something.
Homely.
Alright, let's talk to these fine gentlemen over here.
Leave the guy alone.
Why?
Leave him to his ale.
Aw,
He seems preoccupied with drinking and talking to his friends at the moment.
but I want to be his friend.
There's a glass mug next to a knife, way up on a shelf. You never know when you'll need a mug and a knife, your mother used to say. You spy a knife way up on a shelf. You wonder why someone would keep a knife way up there. You can't reach it. You can't reach those, but boy, if you could. You'd grab one of the bottles, but you don't want the heat from Kit or anyone else in here. Better places to steal from. The stairs lead upstairs to what you assume are some living quarters of some kind. You don't really care that much. Why would you touch that? It's fire. It's hot. It would hurt. Did your mother teach you nothing? You play around with... The torches are firmly attached. Besides, you don't want to mess up the ambiance. You consider taking the flags, but they do add so much to the atmosphere.
Hey, there's beer in my glass.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, 'cause it should be in my belly.
You are correct, sir. Drink up, eh? Is that...
Yeah.
You are...
Welcome to the Jolly Roger Inn. I'm of ales and lager. Occasionally we get some whiskey in here. Nothing fancy, stranger.
Sounds fine to me.
Well, it better. You're out of luck if you're looking for anything better around here. We brew it downstairs. It's shite, but it does the trick. Made from the best water and grain. That's what they tell me. I'm no brewmaster or chemist for this matter.
I'm no chemist either, despite my name.
Not a bad place. Just good folks trying to get by. He's all right. Can be a right bastard. Don't like public drunkenness or fights. He can crack a skull or two. I'm a lonely bartender in a small town. Are you here to save me, eh?
Heck yeah.
Ah, the lads are good guys, farmers they are. They drink their crops. He's a big bastard, ain't he?
You're a doctor, but only on TV. Ooh, let's see. Jolly Rogering Ale. Jolly Rogering Lager. Get single malt whiskey. We've got a small supply, and at the moment it'll put hair on your chest and a smile on your face. I can do you up a single day's rations. Only cost you 5 blighs. Sure, why not?
You have purchased a single ration.
Why not? Get some food. Oh, I can go up the stairs. Can I go anywhere else? Nope. Apparently not. I can climb them, but I can't go anywhere. Okay, I guess there's not much else to do in here that I can see.
You notice a cluster of houses off behind the tavern. Whatever it...
Let's go to them. Ooh, the bank. Ooh, do I get to rob the bank?
These houses look to be in a better state than the others in the village. You assume these must be the homes of the rich. It's a door to this lovely looking house.
Bank of Silmaria, yeah. It does look like the one in Quest for Glory 5, doesn't it?
These houses... The Bank of Volksville. Considering the rustic look of the rest of the village, this seems almost out of place. Well, it looks like some rich arsehole tried to buy his way into peace and tranquility by erecting some temple to money in the middle of this quaint town. You hope he died in a fire.
Jeez.
A few years ago, some villagers calling themselves Occupy Volksville staged a protest against the greed of the bank and merchants and erected a camp on the marble stairs. Their leader, Mikhail, from the village of Moor, was arrested by Rayford and executed in the town square. And thus the protest ended.
Michael Moore. I see what you did there.
You can hear the homeowners talking about tea or something beyond the door. Better not mess with it during the day.
Okay.
This massive door seems to be carved of some ornate and heavy wood. Probably very expensive.
Yes, I can sense that I'm going to be coming back here at some
The
point.
door is locked.
Really? Why is the door locked? Bank's closed, I guess? Evening, I suppose. Fine.
What is it with rich people and trimmed hedges? You play around.
Okay. I expect we'll be seeing more of this place at some point once I've learned to steal stuff, I guess. Did I get, hold on. What's my inventory? Money, sword, rations, cloth armor, Hessian sack, straw. Okay. Bastard sword. Bastard sword for a real bastard. That's a basic sword, but... Sean the horse.
It's a horse. It probably belongs to the blacksmith. You can tie your horse here. But if he doesn't want to stay, I doubt he will. You can tie. You sneak up to the horse and untie the rope. Too bad the blacksmith could see you. You now know better to try something devious in full view of everyone. You should be more sly.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We'll see what Rayford has to say about it.
Crap. Oh! Oh, hey! You can actually die in this game. That's nice. Good to know. It is a bad idea to touch another man's horse, especially when he can see you. Alright. Okay then. Well, you couldn't die in the other game in Order of the Thorn, even if you tried, and I did try. So I kind of assumed that this game worked the same way. And I did try getting myself killed by talking to the hunters outside of town, but they just tossed me onto the other screen and stole some of my money. So I assumed, oh, this is another game where you can't die, but you can. So good to know. It does actually qualify for a Dumb Ways to Die stream then, which is great.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course.
Anyone can talk to a horse. It's just whether or not the horse can talk back.
It's a rope. A horse. The blacksmith is large and intimidating. You don't want to mess around with him.
Horsey McHorseface.
You don't want to tussle with this guy. He's got muscles that have muscles that could beat up your muscles.
Hello, sir.
Nice night, eh?
Yes, it is. Clear night. Always is after a man's been executed.
Nasty business.
It certainly is. How can I help you?
You have a terrifyingly deep voice.
Edward Smith. Smith by name, Smith by trade. Feel free to call me Smith.
Alright, Smith.
The fires of my forge have burned for many years. It's been my family's trade for ages. The fire is part of my family. It never extinguishes.
Cool.
This fire, to my knowledge, has burned since my father's 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 father started.
Yes, he does.
I love my home. It's been the seat of my family for generations. We tend to it every day. My father tended to it for his father, I tended it for mine, and my boy tends to the fire for me. He makes sure it is fueled and fostered every day.
Yeah. It kind of sounds like it. With this, like, religious sway, he's talking about fire.
He keeps the peace. Sometimes I wonder at what cost, but I do believe he means well. I make weapons when I must. I do not lie or boast when I claim them to be the best. If I make an instrument that must take a man's life, I would have that man be slain with a weapon of purity and strength, so that he is sent to meet the Maker with honor.
Wow. I like this guy. I like his attitude. What you got? This throwing blade is sharp, accurate, and deadly. I have about 10 feet of heavy chain I can sell you. Chain would be good. I've got some iron spikes lying around. I found this jeweled ceremonial dagger in the smithy when I took it over a few years back. Ooh. I want that. Probably gonna have to steal it. Leather armor is stronger than cloth and absorbs more damage. For you, only 400 blighs. This hide armor is made from hide of a large brown bear I killed. This chain armor was specially made for the king, but he decided against taking it at the last minute. What? 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 Why? Why? But that makes perfect sense to me, because if you... I mean, your father passes the smithy down to you. You pass the smithy down to your son. What's the problem? I don't get it.
Looks like a lot of steel was beat on this. You also think it would be pretty funny to see something like this fall out of the sky and hit a coyote on the head. The water doesn't look particularly fresh. In fact, you're pretty sure you saw one of the townspeople relieve himself into it earlier on.
Ew. Oh, okay. I didn't get that impression, but okay.
There's a bell there by the door, but you don't want to ring it. It might make someone come and talk to you. A small pile of wood stacked neatly, used to fuel the forge, you assume.
What's it doing all the way over here? Shouldn't it be near the forge?
It's the sigil of the blacksmith.
Oh, okay.
You would grab a log, but you'd have to carry it, and you have no reason to now. You ring the bell. The smith just stares at you.
Yes?
Nothing. Just seeing if it works.
Well, it does. Do you feel better?
Yeah.
No.
Neither do I.
Okay. Ooh, tongs. Can I have
It's a
those?
strong pair of blacksmith's tongs, used to hold items in and over the fire.
I bet I can steal those while he's not looking.
You'd have to jump to do it. And what for? Nothing. Save your energy. Metal on metal, it's what I crave. Though you know anvil rocks hard, you can't carry this one with you.
Yeah, I kind of am too. It's like, hey, you know, I told you to do it, therefore you have a reason to do it.
It's the front door to the house. How exciting. It's a thatched cottage. You have no idea whose it is, or even care for that matter. You don't feel like dealing with its occupants at the moment. This door is pretty solid, and you're quite sure it has an advanced lock on it. It is, of course, locked to keep the likes of you out.
Okay, let's see if I can, I don't know, steal stuff in plain sight. Let's wait for him to look away. And then,
You play around with it.
no.
No way! The smith is here.
Okay.
You sneak up to the horse
Aw.
and untie the rope. Too bad the blacksmith could see you.
But he wasn't looking. He wasn't looking.
You now know better to try
Oh, come
something.
on.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
We'll see.
Fine. All right. Probably have to come back here at night or something. Okay. Fine. I guess let's be off and go do something else. Continue exploring.
How quaint! A little herb garden. You surmise that it belongs to the owner of the shop. He probably uses the plants in his potions. You wish you had studied herbology, because then you'd know which ones get you high.
Yep.
No need to pick the herbs. Get other people to do manual labor.
I will too.
A lot of grass grows in the corner of the town. Whatever it...
Apothecary? That is very spelled wrong.
Look at this place. Fancy, fancy. That roof must have cost the pharmacist a pretty penny for sure. He must sell a lot of potions. Made of wood and plaster. You're pretty sure a big bad wolf couldn't blow it in, but he could set fire to it, that's for sure.
Up on the rooftop, click, click, click. Whoever lives there is a bit faster to get the point.
Wizard hat, yes.
The solid wooden doors lead into the building. The door is locked, but there is a man over in the garden. Perhaps you should talk to him.
There is? No, there isn't. Where? Okay, game, if you say so. Perhaps he is invisible. Or maybe have to come back during the day. He's invisible apothecary, yes. Oh, hello.
He appears to be in a hurry.
Oh, hello, my lord.
What?
Oh, well, hello.
I must be on my way now. Take care.
That's the townsperson, the lady townsperson I talked to earlier. Not the... okay.
You bet there used to be writing on it, but it's worn off. This door leads into the tobacconist.
Top door, okay.
You can smell the pungent and delicious aroma of dozens of different varieties of smokable leaf. You'd like to go in for a puff. This barrel once held some top quality tobacco leaf. You can smell it. Now it's just a decoration. I bet though, if you burn the barrel, it would smell great.
I hope so too. That would be bad.
It's the sigil of the tobacconist. There's a sign on the door that says out for the morning.
But it's evening.
The door is locked. You would, but what would you do with the barrel?
Yeah, let's go see. Hold on. There's a squirrel.
The squirrel is picking at the ground and eating what it finds.
Nope, apparently not. Who are you? What are these?
It's filled with various rocks and such now. It makes a nice decoration in front of the store. You bet vagrants piss in it. Well, all in black, crow on his shoulder. Either this guy's a bit shady or his girlfriend was just murdered by a gang of thugs.
That's the crow.
Well, it's no market of wall, but you suppose they have the kinds of supplies that could help you survive here? There's a sign that says goods hanging near this door, so you assume that it leads to the goods store.
What about the bads?
You, like a vagrant, decide to urinate in the cauldron.
Jeez.
It's your way of saying, I was here.
Do I have
Hello
to?
there. What, mate? What can I do for you?
Who are you?
The name's O'Burr. This is Costigan. Well, this is it. A sweet little town to call home. Well, the tavern is about as lively as we get around here. There's a farmer's market off in the corner of town. All kind of people hang out there.
Oh boy, I love farmers markets.
There's the regulars, but occasionally travels show up to showcase their little oddities and all that.
Neat.
Oh, Gorf's a prat.
Gorf?
If he ever pesters me, it's usually for a blight to get a sausage or something. I just
Ooh.
hand him one to shut him up. He gives it out worse to others in town, though.
Who are we talking about? I haven't met this Gorth person.
Frankly, I think he's dumb enough to get himself hurt or killed soon enough.
Yay, sequence breaking.
Nice to meet you, friend. Good luck in your travels.
I think the game assumes that I came through here like during the day instead of at night.
The alleyway leads back up to the tavern.
I guess the store is closed.
The door is locked.
Yep. Why are you not... Okay. Let's see, can I go down this way? Yes, I can.
It's a door, dumbass. This little cottage is quaint. You wonder what kind of an arsehole lives there.
Jeez, game. Unnecessary.
This tree is much like the other trees in the surrounding area. This isn't quest for dendrology, you know.
It is if I say it is.
It's a well. Not much to see here. At least from up here.
Ooh, and the other well I found, I actually was able to just jump into it. Or climb into it. Let's do that. Let's see if I can do that here, too.
You don't want to fuss with the well right now. You don't need water. And frankly, right now, you don't need trouble. You'd knock on the door, but you really have no desire to be polite.
So kick it in! Oh, there you go!
Deciding that both locked doors and Rayford piss you off, you raise your boot to the door. The door breaks off its hinges and Rayford's home is now open. You're quite pleased with yourself. What you're not so pleased with is the guards who walk by, see your mischief and drag you to the execution square.
Rad.
Rayford decides to make 2 heads roll today.
Sweet. 2 heads are better than 1. It's double the pleasure, it's triple the fun. Alright then. Cool, now I know I can use the sword icon to break down doors. I learned a thing. Ooh! Magic. Yeah, well, Rayford is the authoritarian type.
A creepy old house stares back at you. Dark, ominous, foreboding. Your kind of place. By the sigil on the door, you deduce that it is a magic shop. Can't be too bad. It has a pair of awesome gargoyles out front.
Hell yes. I've gotta get in there.
The base of the gargoyles reveal 2 names, Vigo and Hector. How droll.
Were those the names of 2 of the gargoyles in Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Disney movie? I know one of them was. I know that the female one was Laverne, I think. Vigo and Hector. Yes. Okay. Yay! I was not misremembering. Sweet. Vigo. Yeah, with 2 G's.
The base of.
Cool.
You touch the gargoyles. You don't believe in mumbo jumbo, but you felt something strange when you touched these things.
Oh, I'm gonna believe in mumbo jumbo because I'm gonna be a magic user. I have this whole magic icon right here. I'm gonna learn magic.
You have nothing to say to that.
I probably can't go in, but... Oh, sweet, I can. Yay! Ooh. Oh, I like this place already.
You want a wicked scepter, wicked bad. What kind of creepy magic shop would it be without them? It's a horn, and it's on fire. You could call it a torch, but it's a horn, and it's on fire. And it's the most awesome damn thing you've ever seen. It's a pewter dragon. You doubt, though, that this guy bought this one at a tourist shop by the beaches or in a comic store.
It sure does. Prospero, apparently, is his name.
You see a collection of tomes on the bookshelf. This man obviously likes his reading. Alas, poor Yorick, I didn't know him well, but I bet he was an arsehole because his damn skull is on this dude's shelf. You see these look like comfortable chairs in front of a fire in pentagram. You think your old friend RJ Dio would love this.
RJ Dio? I don't get it.
You assume it goes to his living quarters, but you're not going back there without adult supervision.
I am an adult. Oh, Ronnie James Dio. Thank you. Got it.
What kind?
Of course. Silly me.
There's some kind of hanging herb. What? The sigil is probably his trademark logo or something. He seems to have a penchant for the star-shaped symbols. Now, this really is your kind of place. Mysterious, abstruse, and very pentagramish. You reside in the local dealership of magic and conjuring. You can't fail to notice the thin, bearded stranger sitting across the way. It's a counter, used to transact business, sometimes to eat on. You wouldn't want to eat on this man's counter, at least not without his permission. You see a tall, thin, bearded man behind the counter.
One second, hold on. Okay, there we go. Magic.
You couldn't reach them without a stepladder. You don't have one, and it appears one isn't even in here.
Can I have that dragon?
What are you, an overweight nerd? No, you don't need that.
Shut up. I do need it.
I'll whip some skull on ya if you try and grab that. You'll sit in them some other time. You can't go grabbing these things now. You're pretty sure you have to buy them, which you don't plan to do.
Oh, yes, I do.
You don't need them right now. Why bother? Whatever.
I'm gonna try to go up a stairs.
You can't go up these stairs into Prospero's personal quarters.
Oh, yes, I can.
F that. You're not touching that cursed-looking thing. Just ask Prospero about them. Whatever.
Okay. Hi, Prospero. Hey, Omega number.
Is there something I might help you with?
Oh, he looks rad.
Let me ask you, what do you know of magic?
Mostly disappearing rabbits, tricks with cards, and how to disarm a woman out of her virtue.
Ah, yes, most fine and excellent
It
forms
is.
of entertainment. But no, those are not attributes of real magic.
I was thinking that before I even started talking to him. Like, but I wonder if he looks like Doctor Strange. if I see him up close.
Oh yeah, magic. Magic is the essence of the soul, brought forth from the ether and made physical and active by the sheer force of will.
Or he could be Dr. Orpheus.
It comes from within us, and within everything around us. I realize this sounds like a lot of philosophical nonsense, but it is an art.
He's not purple enough to be Dr. Orpheus, though.
To wield it, one has to train the mind as well as the body.
He's from the Venture Brothers.
And he must learn to combine the spiritual with the physical.
Combining spiritual with physical. Buddy, that's what got me in trouble with the Baron's daughter in the last town I came from.
I'm not speaking of copulation, young man. To know spells, well, the incantation is only part of a larger process. Knowing the words to say aloud is one part. That physical act accesses the mental acuity, which allows you to tap into the metaphysical. But magic comes from combining the metaphysical with the physical. See, in order to cast, say, a flame projectile, you not only need to know the chant for the spell, but you'd have to have a physical vessel for it.
And what would that be?
It's these kinds of secrets that one learns when one becomes a user of magic. Would you be interested in becoming a user of magic?
Hell yes. Ah, the Path of the Sorcerer. Okay, so there are classes you can play in this game, similar to the Quest for Glory games. Although this takes an interesting approach to it, where you don't start out as any of them. You actually have to choose one in game. That's neat. But yes, let's say yes.
I thought you might. I could sense the power inside of you.
I want to be a wizard.
When you become my student, I will teach you to bend the world to your will, and how to control the most incredible of forces.
I'm intrigued. Where do we begin?
Tonight.
Heck yes.
First, I need to test your mental acuity.
This isn't about to get weird, is it?
No. I'll merely lay down cards from my deck here. Each card has a mate, an exact match. All you need to do is select a card and then find its mate.
Ah, so it's going to be the memory matching game.
Sounds simple enough.
Yes, but you may only choose the wrong mate 3 times. On your third, the test is done, and you may walk out of here without my teachings.
I've had worse offers.
Let's proceed.
I'm usually pretty good at these, but But let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cheat. Because I think that's what Rome would do. He would cheat. Notepad. Here we go. I have a notepad and I'm gonna write down what I see. I don't know if it'll help, but let's see. So, oh, okay. The tower. Actually, hold on. Let me. Okay, so I probably don't need to. This is not like super a lot of cards, but 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4. It's not going to be randomized because it's like it's memory. Like you can't. It's not going to randomly change the cards around when you're not. When you if I get this wrong, if I pick a card that isn't the tower, and then I pick this one again, it's not going to be something else. It's still going to be the tower. Yeah, that is a disaster card. You're right. So let's just do this. The Fool. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. If it is randomized, then yeah, I'm gonna have to start over. And I'm assuming it is gonna be randomized. Okay. Knight, Devil. I mean, it's kind of impossible to to get it correct on your first try. But let's see. Okay, Knight, and that's Knight.
The knight, shiny, proud, and true to his virtues, though his own virtue may not be the virtue of good, as most see it.
Indeed. Okay, Fool. Fool.
Ah, the fool. There's one who endlessly follows, but is whom he follows worthy of following.
And then, yeah, the question is, like, if I fail, do I get to try again? Or am I locked out of Sorcerer forever? I'm gonna assume I'm not. Like, I don't think this game would do that, but you never know. Okay, Death. And I don't know where the other Death card is. Magician. Okay, so I got 3 mistakes and I haven't been kicked out, so let's keep going.
The nature of darkness and evil is a shadowy area, often misunderstood, but residing in the heart of every man. How they control this is the measure of their soul.
Knight, Devil. Okay. Magician.
With his will and the movements of his hands, he conquers worlds and discovers that knowledge is the ultimate power behind the throne.
Death and Death.
The Reaper sits on a throne, watching over everything we do. He breathes on your back and offers those leaving this plane more solace than others would.
And of course, Tower.
The quest is the tower, and the tower is the quest. Do you pursue the man in black to its end?
Huh?
I felt you were sharp of mind. Though to prove your worth, I need your assistance with a task.
Figured.
There is a beast that lives outside of town. I need you to not only defeat him, but to bring me his head.
Jeez, alright.
There's a part of his brain, the hypothalamus, that I need for a spell I shall teach you.
Great, kill the beast. Get ahead. I can do that.
She's hard to kill, so take this.
Anything else?
Yes, I need several drops of a dead man's blood.
I know where to find a dead man's blood.
You'll need to put it in a non-metal container, for metal will spoil its composition.
Okay.
Well, I'll try. I should be back soon.
Excellent. I will aid you in avoiding the town gates. Getting back in is your own affair.
Thanks.
Anytime. Try looking for her in the forest, just beyond the fisherman's pond. She's been seen up in there recently.
I shall see you soon, magic user.
Cool. Ah! Alright. Yeah. Oh. Right. Ew! Gross.
It's the severed head of Marcus Van Houten. Sadly, it doesn't look too good separated from his body.
Okay, let's stop looking at it now.
It's a gate.
Thank you. Non-metal container. Oh, cool, healing potion. I kind of didn't want to leave town. I sort of wanted to, you know, keep looking around, but whatever. And I haven't explored outside of town very much anyway, so this will be a chance to do that. I mean, I tried, and then I got dragged into town to watch the execution.
This is the wall that surrounds the village. The river flows south and bends to run below the entrance to town. You can see a water wheel further to the north.
Can I drink from the river? Or jump in the river?
You bend down and take a long, refreshing drink from the river.
Thank you.
That was good.
And then you pee in it because you're an asshole.
You can't reach the water wheel from here.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
It's the river which runs past the gate of town. The water wheel is being spun by the water rushing down the stream.
Oh, it's a bat. He's cute.
Trees. Exciting, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
The stone wall holds up the whole town. Or not. Tree.
Whatever it...
Oh, there's a tree by the corner of the town wall that I bet I can climb up if I want to get back into town. I'm not very good at climbing yet, though, so maybe it'll take me a while to grind that skill.
The river is flowing past the cabin and towards the village.
This is a really cute cabin. Look at this.
These rocks look placed here in front of the grand old tree.
That's one big-ass tree.
This log cabin is sturdy and well constructed. There is a front porch and a fishing net draped over the railing.
All in all, it looks quite inviting. There's even a little doormat that welcomes guests.
You consider that this would be a very nice place to settle down.
Ha! Too many riches to be made before I settle down, and it won't be in a cottage like this.
I love it when you talk to me. I do get lonely out here.
It should, yes. And he did say arse once before, I think. And then it switched to ass at some point. I don't know. Yeah.
This log cabin is sturdy and well constructed. There is a front all in...
You see an old doormat at the hearth of the cabin.
This log cabin...
Let's see if I can get in there. Probably not.
You can't climb this tree. No way you're picking up those rocks.
Also, like, isn't big ass, like, I don't even think that's like a commonly used phrase in the UK or similarly So what are we speaking countries? Is it like big ass is an American thing, or am I wrong? I don't know. Do you say big arse in Australia?
Lifting up the mat, you see some dust and not much else.
What a waste.
Okay. Yeah, I mean I kind of figured like it's too good of a phrase to not use. But yeah, I would imagine that it would be big arse. Right? Yeah. Fuck off, huge.
The door is locked. You start to talk.
Can I kick down this door?
You're not skilled enough to force this door open.
Damn. Okay. Maybe I'll come back here during the day then.
Well, isn't this lovely? It's a lovely little place with canoes and an old shed, but there's a giant hole in the footbridge across the water.
Well, I sure as hell ain't fixing it. Not my job.
That sure is a big ass hole. Or big arsehole.
2 canoes are sitting on the bank of the rapidly flowing river, upside down to drain any excess water from them. This old shack has the distinct smell of dead fish about it. Glancing inside it, you can see various fishing items and a large canoe with a hole in the bottom. Wooden tools and implements surround the canoe. Obviously, it's being repaired from some past misadventure. You also see some fishing line, rods, nets, and oars. This old shack wouldn't you all and upon
Wait, what?
this wouldn't you all and upon closer inspection, you notice a perfectly good old hammer in there.
Ooh, gimme.
You quickly swipe the hammer out of its safe cradle in the shed and carry it along with the rest of your junk.
Yay, hammer.
You have no reason to take the canoes. What was your plan there? Carry it around?
Rayford with hammer. Yes, please. I keep wanting to press I to open my inventory. It doesn't work.
It's a hammer. It's useful for hammering things. This one, though, not for use on people. This isn't old boy.
I haven't seen that.
You are carrying 1 healing potion.
It's a handful of straw you took from the farmer's stables.
Oh yeah! I wanted to go back to the farmer's stables actually because there was something else I wanted to steal there.
It's an empty feed sack.
I forget what it was. It was like a tool of some sort.
The rocks extend out of the water onto the banks of the river. They're just normal-looking rocks. The water flows over the rocks as it empties from the lake, travels along the river, and ends up in the ocean.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty violent. So yeah, probably not for fish. What?
You can see from here where some fishermen obviously conduct their daily work.
I don't know much about it, but yeah, I'm assuming there's probably some nope about it.
It's a hole in the bridge. Maybe someone started a small fire in the bridge and it burned right through. Yeah, that's your prevailing theory.
Okay, yeah, no, that's yeah.
There's a big damn hole in this bridge. You're not getting across until someone fixes it. The water. You try to take the light mist rising from the water as it rushes over the rocks, but you realise that is just dumb. The only way to take this bridge is to walk over it. They're just too damn heavy. This area is full of trees going northward into the distance.
Can I die by trying to walk over the bridge?
You could put your hand through this hole, but you really don't want to. You might get a splinter.
Aw. Nope. I can't just waltz through the hole to my death. Excuse me. Ooh.
This must be a popular fishing spot, though judging by the local population's personal hygiene, not a popular bathing area. It's a fish. It must have fallen out of Brattle's basket.
I don't know who Brattle is, because I haven't met him yet.
You bend down and pick up the fish.
Or her. The fish is a trap. Probably. Fish.
The fish is dead. Gone. Deceased. Traveled to the great aquarium in the sky. There are some fish drying from a line strung between two poles. You play around with it. You don't need to go swimming. This hedge was built by Brattle's son Jory. Seems he considers himself a bit of a landscaper.
A shrubbery.
You try with whatever it is.
This tree is well placed to supply shade to the fishermen.
You attempt to climb the tree. You don't get far, but you feel that you're getting better.
We really do.
You attempt to...
Yay! Climbing plus
You
one.
attempt...
Grind
you
that
attempt-
climbing skill.
You attempt... You attempt... You attempt...
Woohoo!
You attempt... You attempt... You attempt... You attempt... You attempt... You attempt...
Ah yes, the mainstay of the early Quest for Glory games. Grinding.
You attempt... You attempt...
Yeah, go for it. Give him a shout out.
These large boulders block the way south.
What is my climbing skill now? 19. I'll try some more on the tree at the edge of town later.
It's a tree. Maybe you can climb it. You attempt.
Or maybe I'll just try this one.
You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt.
Muckenhaupt. Oh, rad! That's awesome. What game's he on now? Do you know?
You attempt. 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 You attempt.
Wallace and Gromit, nice.
You attempt. You attempt. You attempt.
That sounds cool. Yeah, I like Telltale games. I know not everyone is a fan of them, but I like them. Or I like the ones I've played. That is. Hey, Irish Kagol. What's my? Oops, that's not what I wanted. My name is 24. Let's get up to 25.
You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt.
Okay, now it's a 25. Wonder what's up this way.
The foliage begins to cultivate mass towards the north. That must be the entrance to the forest.
Other.
You're surrounded by foliage, rocks, and trees. It's a forest after all. It's a tree. Maybe you can climb it.
You don't want to climb this
No.
tree. You can't really explain why, you just don't really want to.
Curious. Suspicious. Oh, beast. Okay, so the beast I'm trying to kill probably is around here somewhere. Oh, wow. That's great. Yeah, it sounds like someone I should check out. And maybe the rest of you should too, if you like adventure games.
After walking through the forest a bit, you come upon what appears to be the main entrance and foyer of a long abandoned and burnt down mansion.
Foyer, please.
The place must have been massive. You see it stretch out to both the west and east. To the east, you note there being the ruins of what must once have been a beautiful garden.
I'm getting vibes of the beast in King's Quest 6 here. But Prospero said she, so maybe it's the beauty.
What were once grand stairs lead up to a doorway, now destroyed with the ravages of time. Standing in this corner of the woods are the remains of what was once a magnificent old house. Whoever lived here was obviously very well off. This place is massive. Little remains of the house now. You pause to consider what could have caused such devastation. Then you wonder if that sort of power is still around for the taking. You're surprised that the wooden door is still there, at least somewhat, considering the devastation to the rest of the house. What a pleasant ruin of a chimney! You imagine if there was a house surrounding it, it would be quite lovely. Like all stairs, you walk on them to go anywhere. It would probably fall apart if you tried to close it. You place your hand in the chimney. Wait, there's something in there. You can feel a loose brick and...
Ooh.
Ah! Wasps!
Ah! Oh god!
You just put your hand in a wasp's nest. They were definitely stinging you. That was almost as bad as the time your legs fell asleep in Swart's cart.
Ow. Did I, Oh no, I didn't lose any health, so that's good.
You place your... Ah! You just put your...
Aw, can't get stung to death by wasps. Wait, where's Tetsuo Chrome when I need her? She will be pleased.
This must have been someone's pride and joy once. A large hand-carved fountain and reflecting pool is now filled with green, scummy water and overgrown aquatic plants. To the north, you see a path and a cemetery beyond.
Wow, this is cool.
This structure is now so overgrown, you can only guess at its original purpose. This was once a great fountain, but it's not been looked at for many years. The water is putrid, the stonework crumbling.
Growing in the water are some lilies with some rather fetching flowers on them. You consider the contrast between the beauty of the flowers and the ugliness of the fountain and water. Then you fart.
Grow up.
This was once a There's no way in hell you're gonna drink any of that water.
You play around.
This an old stone bench, once used by the lady of the house to sit and relax near the fountain.
What a boring life.
No time to sit around. This area, you can see there's a path which leads to what seems to be a graveyard to the north. This area is very overgrown. The centerpiece is a once beautiful fountain now crumbling and decayed. A path leads through the hedge to the east.
Yep.
You can see the trees to the north are thinned out and are of a different species.
Let's go to the graveyard. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Random enemy. Uh-oh. Eep.
You could feel something was amiss when you got here. You prepare for combat.
Okay. Combat in QFI is turn-based. If you do not act in about 3 seconds time, your turn will be skipped. To act, click the button you would like to perform. Press the play button to begin the fight. Stab, slash, hack, block. Right.
Damn it.
Damn it. Ow.
Damn it.
Why? I'm not doing it.
Damn it. Damn it.
I can't hit this guy for shit. And I can't block.
You are rendered unconscious and gravely injured. You feel cold, blackness, nothing.
Well, also, I have not fought anything. Like, I have 0 fighting
You
skill
wake
at
up
this point.
sometime later, lucky to be alive. You have a giant headache, though. Ouch.
Alright, so, interesting. Even if I die in combat, I don't die. Huh. Alright. I mean, I'll take it. I didn't lose anything. I gained some stabbing. I know, right? That's weird. Indie games, huh?
The trees in this part of the forest tend to be tall and thin, like good women.
Shut up.
The graveyard is bordered by a rather magnificent stone gateway and a cast iron fence.
I'm gonna consider that a death anyway.
The graveyard...
I know, yeah. Like, really? Was that necessary? No, it was not. Yet you did it anyway. Oh look, another random enemy.
It's a wight, an undead creature of the night. Beware these creatures. You could feel something.
Maybe I will get better at,
Damn it.
Can I, like, move towards it, maybe?
Damn it.
Stab it. Oh, there we go. I actually hit it.
Damn it.
I'm gonna lose, but I'm getting better.
You are rendered unconscious and gravely injured. You wake up some...
It's like, it's so... It makes no sense whatsoever for an undead enemy to leave me alive. Like, the only possible explanation for me not dying in combat is that they just didn't want to program in a death screen for combat or something. I don't know. Or just felt like, hey, let's be nice to the player. It's kind of jarring. It's just like, I mean, thanks for not killing me, but, like, maybe, I don't know. Make it a little more believable. I hope there are hilarious gravestones in this game, because if there's a cemetery in a computer game or in a video game, you better have funny epitaphs.
The graveyard has a number of gnarled dead trees in it. They were obviously magnificent specimens when living, but now are just shadows of their former glory.
Like, having funny epitaphs on gravestones is about as at least as necessary as having treasure behind a waterfall. It's like, you have to do it. You can't not do it. It's illegal.
The graveyard is scattered with various gravestones of varying size and condition. Here lies Edith. Here lies my poor wife, much lamented. She is happy, and I am contented. Ronald Blake was hanged by mistake.
These are acceptably funny.
Shed a tear for Jimmy Brown, poor Jimmy is no more. For what he thought was H2O was H2SO4.
I like that joke. H2SO4 is sulfuric acid.
Here lies Johnny Yeast. Pardon me for not rising.
Hey, Calta 4.
Sir Alistair Strange. Here lies an honest lawyer. That is strange.
Cute.
Here, Delia's buried at 80, when young, a lewd rapacious whore. Vain and expensive, but when old, a pious, sordid, drunken scold. Here lies an atheist, all dressed up and nowhere to go.
Yeah, it is. It's still funny, though.
This grave holds the remains of Stephen. I told you it wasn't a rash. Martha Dias. Here lies the body of Martha Dias, who was always uneasy and not over pious. She lived to the age of 70 and gave to the worms what she refused to the men.
That's okay. They're allowed to be old, as long as they're funny. I don't care.
It's a crypt. Creepy. This old door looks sturdy. Yep, it's definitely the door to the crypt, and it's definitely locked and sealed. Good to know though, eh?
Can I smash it down? Probably not, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Just as you start to pull out your sword, you remember you're not an imbecile, and stop.
Fine. Let's see. More this way? Ooh. Another random.
These skeletons are like normal living people, except without skin. Less talking, more fighting.
Bleh.
You could feel some.
I can't use that ability. Why the hell not? I can't block either. Ow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You are rendered unconscious. You wake up.
Maybe I need to like learn how to do it properly before I can actually do it. That's okay. I will content myself with stabbing and slashing. After all, when I'm a powerful magic user, I won't need a sword. That's not true. I probably will, but we'll see.
I just don't know what went wrong. Beneath this stone lie May and June. Some say they died much too soon. In life they were sisters to us all, taken from us with one great fall. Here I sit, broken-hearted, came to shit, instead I departed.
Instead you crapped out, it's more like it.
Except that doesn't rhyme.
Here lies the bones of an infamous adventurer killed by its evil stepbrother while on an infamous quest. The statue of an angel. It is stone and has wings like angels do. Did it just move a little when you blinked?
Oh god.
Don't blink. Blink and you're dead. Don't turn your back. Don't look away. And don't blink.
Okay. Not blinking.
The graveyard has a number of gnarled dead trees in it. They were obviously...
No, I saw that one already.
This tomb was obviously for someone very important, or at least very rich. They're still quite dead, either way.
I have not. I haven't even seen that episode. Like I've never gotten into Doctor Who. I tried, didn't really grab me, but I've definitely heard all the things about that episode.
This tomb was obvious. Leave the tomb alone, dumbass.
To be fair, I tried watching like really early episodes of Doctor Who, so maybe later seasons would have appealed to me more, but nah. Didn't really didn't do it for me.
Minion Mikey dared ask why. For this small sin he surely died. The graveyard has a number of...
I don't know what the difference is.
Peter Shady regrets swimming with the lake lady.
Never Selka.
Never tell a Minotaur to not have a cow. Quite good advice, which they know now.
I don't know... Oh, okay. I mean, I know nothing about Doctor Who, so I don't know, like, what's classic and what's revived, but, I'm gonna assume it was the classic series. is what I tried watching. Oh hey, there's another one. Another
The
skeleton.
graves have given way to what was once the caretaker's house, although it has been empty for a long time now.
Then yeah, original, yeah.
The old caretaker's house has been abandoned for a long time and has fallen into a state of disrepair. It was once obviously a great old house. The house makes this graveyard even more creepy. You could feel some
Fighty times. I like the monster design of this game, I gotta say. It's really cool looking. I slasheth thee.
You are rendered and you wake up.
Boy, sure do like no consequences combat.
The graves have given the house. This is the front door to the house. You could have probably guessed that without me telling you, but I'm told most of you like to hear me tell you. So there you go. I hope you're happy.
Very, thank you.
Because in no way is this abandoned house inside the graveyard creepy, you open the door and enter. The smell of musty cobwebs and mold hits you right in the face as you enter the old mansion. You see that it's quite dilapidated. You also see the door to the chapel past the broken stairs.
This place is cool. I like it. Aw. Totally not haunted.
This is the door to the outside. Considering it leads to a cemetery, you feel that it's probably less creepy outside than in here. Even in a broken mirror, you look amazing. You break the broken mirror a little more, because why not?
Because I didn't need good luck.
This rug really ties the room together. You notice a urine stain on it.
Are you sure that's urine?
You don't know why, but you decide to do this.
Wow. Game. Great. Yay, toilet humor, my favorite.
It's a hole in the wall, born of neglect. It makes you feel oddly at home.
Oh, is it? Okay. I have not seen the Big Lebowski.
There's really nothing to do in this hole, though I can give you an A for effort. It's a portrait of a dapper-looking man. You believe him to be the caretaker stroke undertaker. The stairs are out, so you can't get to it. But what would you do with it if you got there? Well, it looks like a collapsed staircase and a bunch of rubble. Would you think you spot something down in there?
Ooh, what is it?
You found what appears to be the diary of the old caretaker Carruthers. Most of his writings are mundane. They dealt with dead bodies, burying them, and saying nice words over them as they died.
Carruthers is the same name as the coroner in L.A. Noire.
One passage catches your attention, as Carruthers goes on about how odd and disturbed he was by the burial of the Killington family.
Killington. That's not an ominous name or anything. Ooh. The whole affair was presided over by this very strange... Let's see, can I...
You close the diary and place it back under the stairs. You don't need to be carrying this around.
Wait, I want to.
You found one...
The whole affair was presided over by this very strange robed man who demanded that I not open the casket that Jarvis was already laid into. It was a very heavy coffin, and we put it in the main sarcophagus in the center of the room to honor him. The man in the robes looked pleased with that, and when we were done, he went over and sealed it himself. He attached some kind of device to it as well. I was going to look, but he paid me 50 gold coins and said, "Do not disturb. Do not let others disturb." Then he made sure the others were in tune properly, and he spoke the sweetest words of praise and rest. He sang a song of what I do not know, but it was sweet and comforting. I found myself forgetting about the oddness of the ceremony, and as we all left, he sealed the main door up, removed the seal and the key, and went on his way. I never saw him again.
You closed the diary.
Strange.
This is the doorway to the chapel. You're inside a beautiful old stone chapel built off the side of the house. You assume this is where they honored the dead before burial.
I keep forgetting there's a generic look message if I don't look at anything in particular. I should do that in more rooms.
Scanning the wall, you can make out some of the old frescoes that were painted on the wall. Sadly, time has eaten them all away. You play around.
Pew pew.
These pews are strangely in order. You figured someone would have vandalized them a bit. You would have. You look under a pew and you see writing scratched into the wood.
Ooh. News.
You look...
Is in north, east, west, south, perhaps?
It's a glorious old stained glass window. You play around. It's an old wooden pulpit. This is a beautiful carved wooden pulpit. It looks to be in remarkable shape considering how everything else looks in this place. Maybe you should check out the front of the pulpit.
Ah, yes. North, east, west, south.
As you press the final button, the front of the
Hell
pulpit swings open, revealing a secret passage. You peer in and venture down. Well, well,
Cool.
It looks like you've discovered something down there.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi shows either, but it depends on the show. Like, I really liked Farscape, for example. There definitely have been sci-fi shows that I've enjoyed. I don't really know what it is about a show that makes me enjoy it, but I don't know. Yeah, no, that's fair. I usually like to be doing something else also while watching stuff. And again, depends what I'm watching.
You see all kinds of odd debris down here. It looks like this was once some kind of underground structure, or castle of some sort.
Like, at least I want to be doing something with my hands. Like, I don't necessarily want to be, like, playing a game while I'm watching a show, but I want to be... My hands want to be busy. So, like, doodling or playing with my phone or something, I don't know.
You see... You try with... This is a door, invented eons ago by a man named Arthur Dorman. The door has maintained the privacy of residences and rooms since time immemorial.
Yeah. Yeah, crafting, not very, attention-consuming, I guess.
You should walk down close to the door.
If you insist. You should know that that's what I wanted to do, and make me do it.
Who sent you?
Ooh.
Ken sent me.
Nah.
No, wrong. Sod off. No one back here but a bunch of lepers anyway.
You should come back after you talk to the right person.
Alrighty. Cool.
You're in a vast and cavernous space. It actually looks like this was some underground antechamber long ago. You see an elaborate stone wall towards the back, and in the middle of it, a door.
Alright then.
You're inside of a very neglected old graveyard caretaker's mansion. You imagine this was a nice home once, but still, it's in a graveyard.
Ken Williams was the CEO of Sierra. And I believe Ken Sent Me was a password in one of the Leisure Suit Larry games? Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, hello. There's another enemy. Yes,
You could feel something was amiss.
Stashy, stashy.
You are rendered unawake.
I assume that as well, and I hope so. Ooh, there's another one.
You could feel.
Wow, stabbing does 1 point of damage to that thing. Slashing does 3 points of damage.
You wake up.
The skeleton is considerably more badass than the white, I suppose.
This really is a massive graveyard. Rows upon rows of tombstones with the occasional large tomb breaking the monotony. A hell of a lot of people have died in Volksville. The mountains feel closer from here, reaching up into the sky to touch the heavens. Blech.
What was that for? I don't... Yeah. Ha, can't drain my level if I don't have any levels.
Made from stone and wood, this old crypt looks like it would stand another 1,000 years. At first glance, it looks just like an ordinary stone door, but when you really gaze at it, there seems to be something different about it. Looking closer, you see a shallow indentation on the door in the shape of a shield. Try as you might, this door will not open.
Weird that there's no hotspot for it. But there clearly is a hotspot for it, it's just not labeled. Ah, okay, we've looped around. And there's another guy for me to die to. Except
you could feel
not actually die. Damn it. I got him once.
You are rendered
Ha!
wake up.
Not a perfect victory. Oh, there's another one. Hello. Come fight me.
You could feel.
They're interesting. Like that skeleton's health total is actually staying where it was when I last fought a skeleton. I'm actually fighting the same skeleton over and over again.
You wake up.
We haven't gone this way yet. Oh, hello.
The woods get thicker and much more dense back here. This area of the forest is quite thick. There's a path which leads to the west, and the trees in the distance look impassable.
Hello. How are you, sir? A fellow traveler.
Feel
Oh no, okay, so that one, like, it had the lower health and then it, like, updated. Aw. I was thinking I might actually be able to get to kill this one, but nope. Unlikely. Blah.
you are rendered unawake.
Hey, Snow Crane. It's fun. It's being very forgiving with combat. I've fought like a dozen things so far, lost every time. It doesn't kill me, which is nice. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, yeah, you're probably right. I haven't even found the beast yet. They said it was somewhere near the pond, I think. And I was at the pond. I didn't see a beast.
This area of the wood is obviously well travelled. There is a path which leads to the north, west, and east, as well as a clearing to the south. And there's a rock here. A bloody big rock.
There's a hole in the tree. I always want to investigate holes in trees.
Whatever it is. This is a large rock. Some people would call it a boulder. Other people would call it a bloody massive rock. The people who created this path would have called it a pain in the arse. Hey, douchebag, there's no way you're picking up that rock. In fact, you're an idiot for even trying.
I don't want to pick it up. I want to touch it.
You can't attack that. You just look like a dingbat.
Yeah, apparently losing combat does not kill me. Although it might depend on the combat. Like maybe if there's maybe if I find this beast I'm looking for, maybe she'll kill me. Yes, douchebag is extremely American. You're right. I mean, it was an American guy who wrote this stuff.
The oddest and largest beast crashes out of the forest. You don't know what the hell it is, but you prepare for battle.
Oh shit. Oh god. Ow. Well, much less tough if I could actually, you know, hit her. Which I can't. But she's also hitting me a lot less, too. So I might actually win this one. There we go. Okay. Woo! I actually won a fight. Holy crap.
That was a display of mastery and skill.
Yeah. Beastmaster. Yay!
It's the beast that you killed. The beast is carrying nothing.
I need her head.
You take out your sword and cut off his head.
The Prospero referred to the beast as female.
It's the beast that you killed. It is missing its head. Well, he was wearing some armor. Apparently not enough.
Ooh, can I have it?
Crikey, his damn head fell right off into the stump. Got to admit, that was equal parts cool and gross, as there were still a few rotting tendons holding it on. You peer inside and notice an old steel helmet, complete with horns. It's too bad this guy died because he might have been a badass. You take the helm, figuring you could use it better.
Sweet. I hope it fits me.
You should probably leave the poor bastard alone now. It's the head of the beast you slew. It's pretty awesome. This helmet is awesome and horny. You need to equip armor in this slot.
I don't even have a head
Take
slot.
your armor off and stow it in your pack, for no reason at all.
No, I didn't want to do that. Put that back.
You have equipped your cloth armor.
Yeah, I don't even have a helmet slot. How do I wear a helmet? I guess I can't.
It's a tree. Maybe you can climb it.
Maybe I can. How's my climbing skill doing?
You attempt to climb the tree. You attempt. 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 You attempt.
You attempt. You attempt.
Grinding, not climbing.
You attempt. You attempt.
Climbing.
You attempt.
Cool. Let's get to 30.
You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You trying with kill.
Oops.
You're deep into the forest. Trees, grass, rocks, and dirt paths all come with the package. The ground is damp and the air is humid.
It's like a dead zone at the bottom of the screen, where like I can click on it and nothing happens.
You see many large rocks as you wander through the Valley of Krasna. There are many different types of trees in the Valley of Krasna. If you were a dendrologist, you'd care about what kind of trees they were. But you're pretty much a miscreant, so you don't care. You see many... You don't...
Wait.
Ominous.
You have nothing to say to that.
You can't do anything.
You can't reach the bird from here.
It can't talk.
It's a bird. If he could talk, he might try to warn you about something.
Herb. Oh, okay. So this is back here. Wasn't there another path in the forest? Where that big rock was? I'm gonna go look. Yeah, over here. Also, didn't they say there was a clearing to the south? Can I go south? I can. How many crickets? What, you want me to count them?
This tree and boulder are a little shady.
You play around. You try. The woods have closed in a lot here, giving this area an ominous feeling. The path, such as it is, leads to the north. There's...
No!
If you please, I'm sure you know the drill. Your purse, valuables, etc., or we have to get nasty.
Figured.
Yeah, you don't want to see Lobo get nasty.
About... Fuck
Probably
you.
not a good idea.
You shouldn't have walked away like that.
No.
Well, that wasn't smart. You would have gotten off a lot cheaper had you just given him a bligh.
Damn. Ah. Wait, hold on.
It's a leather pouch. You have some blithos.
How many did you take? Hold on. I've been sure you took that many.
It's a you have some blithos.
Oh, I took like 10. Well, whatever. Let's redo this. Get my helmet.
Craig, got to you take that.
And then I also ground some climbing over here.
You attempt. 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 You
You attempt to climb.
Yeah, one more.
You attempt.
I want to get to 30.
You attempt. You attempt. You attempt.
Okay. So we know that if we go south, we get mugged, or whether if we go all the way south. Oh, hello. Oh, is that looks like one of the,
You could feel.
Yeah, it's like the monster that was like the tutorial monster. Just vomit on me? Ew, it was totally vomiting on me. It's gross.
You are rendered. You wake up. This is a well-traveled area of the forest. There's a large tree here, a few dead stumps, and some large rocks. It's a stump. It's empty. That's really boring.
There's usually good stuff in stumps, or bad stuff.
A tree has died and fallen down. Then it's rotted from the inside. Now it's here for you to look at.
Oh, what a lovely story.
Whatever it is. The forest has become very overgrown and wild here. The way north is blocked and impassable. There's pine cones on one of the trees here. There's a grand old tree growing here.
I guess I can't actually take the pine cones despite the game drawing my attention to them.
The forest. There's a grand. You see a glint of metal in the nest. Nah, you don't really.
Aw. That was totally Quest for Glory.
What the hell would you want a bird's nest for? To wear as a hat?
Yes. Don't judge me.
You could probably climb this tree, but you just don't want to. You could.
Yes, I do want to. That's why I clicked on it. Oh, okay. It's back here. I bet if I had like a throwing dagger or something, maybe I could get the that nest down if I actually need to. Don't know if I need to.
The grass is soothing under your feet. No, wait, it's not. You're wearing shoes.
Post with tether ring.
There's a post stuck in the ground here with an iron ring attached. It's used to tie a horse up with. The forest becomes very gloomy and dull to the north. In fact, the smell drifting in from that area smells like stagnant water, or the breath of a bar wench you once knew. You can't take it, and you aren't riding a horse to tie it up.
I bet once I steal a horse, probably the one from the blacksmith, I bet I can tie it up here. Let's go wander into the ominous forest. Nothing bad could possibly happen to me in there, right?
This area of the forest narrows as it leads north. You can see through the trees that a swamp of some sort lies northward. You know it's a swamp because you can smell rotting plant matter from here.
Here's my... there it is.
The stump sits here in the middle of the path. You try with all... kill...
Oh.
It's pitch dark in here. You can't find your way anywhere.
Huh.
It's pitch dark.
Well, there's water.
Whatever.
Can I walk into it? Aw. Damn. That's... Come on. That's a gimme death. Step off the path, land in the water, drown.
You're on a ledge high above a waterfall in the corner of the valley. The majesty of the waterfall here immediately catches your eye. It's most impressive. This is probably the most amazing part of the valley.
Ooh.
The lush foliage in the waterfall add to this place's overall tranquility. You feel oddly at peace. You then shake the feeling and realize you're still not far enough away from that old barren. This old tree looks pretty sturdy. You figure it'd hold your weight if you tied a rope to it.
I don't have a rope.
This rock hangs out over the pool and falls. You peer down and realize it's much too steep to just climb down. You need a rope or something. The water collects in a deep blue pool below the waterfall before it begins to flow through the valley. It's quite breathtaking, actually. The water collects in... You attempt to...
Can I just jump off the edge?
The rock cliff here is too treacherous to climb bare hand. You'd fall down.
Oh, come on.
You're going to have to find a way down from here if you want to get to that water.
Okay. So I need a rope. Which I pretty much anticipated already. What kind of a criminal or whatever I am, miscreant, goes anywhere without a rope? Maybe the general store has one. Or that, maybe that chain that the blacksmith sold. Oops. Wrong button.
This is a way.
Oh, right. I have been over here. This is cute.
This looks like a nice place for a picnic. If you were into that sort of thing, which you're not.
What's wrong with picnics? Oh, that's a beehive. Well, I mean, I already dealt with your bigger, nastier cousins, the wasps, so I should be fine, right?
It's the same river you've been looking at all game. You bend. It's a bloody large stick. Awesome, right? Only the best people collect sticks, you always say.
It does look like a very nice stick.
You take the stick. It's a large, ordinary stick. That is quite a mighty-looking beehive. You wonder what kind of bees made it. Then you remember that you absolutely, unequivocally do not care.
Hey, bees are important, okay? Can I perhaps... Oops. Do this? Poke, poke. Whee!
That was a slightly stupid move. You pissed off those bees by poking your stick right into their hive. Luckily, your cloak and the river saved you from a multitude of stings. How's that? There's a bee stuck in your cloak. You carefully take it and put it within a fold of your backpack, keeping it alive, but unable to escape.
I got a bee! I got a bee friend! Hello, bee.
This bee is still alive. The little bastard obviously didn't get a chance to sting you when you disturbed its hive.
He's my best friend now. Well, she's my best friend now. Most bees are female. Unless they're drones. Dr. Bees. Ooh, this is cute.
The trees have thinned out as the river cuts right through this area of the forest. To the north, you see the path heads towards the mountains. The river runs through this quiet section of the forest. Someone has placed some rocks in a shallow section of the river, creating a path across. Some princess didn't want their feet wet. The river runs
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh. I don't care. I'm going to call it my friend. And I will love it and hug it and squeeze it and call it George.
This area of the forest is being harvested for wood. As well as the stumps and fallen trees, there's some large living trees ready to be cut down.
There's a fallen tree and some stumps on the ground, obviously felled by a woodsman at some point in the past. You don't want them. You don't want to pick them up. You don't want what's inside them. There is nothing whatsoever interesting about those logs.
The earth suddenly rises here, and the trees are growing from the higher ground.
You don't need to climb up here. There's really nothing to see anyway. We put the rise in there to make the screen more interesting, but it serves no purpose. I hope you like it though.
I do. Thank you for being honest. Oh, wait.
It's an old axe, lodged in a stump for many years. Looks a bit rusted and, well, stuck.
Whoso pulleth out this old axe from this stump shall be...
You attempt to pull the axe out of the stump. You just can't seem to pull it out.
Shall be hereby king of all... Volksville, I guess. Oh, right.
You see a bunch of glowing fireflies gathered here. Try as you might, you can't catch any fireflies with your hands.
Oops. I do need like a jar or a bottle or something. Ah, right, here's the farm. Crowbar.
Searching amongst the tools, you find a crowbar which you take and stow in your backpack. You never know when you'll need to change your wagon's wheel or hit someone over the head. You pick up the saw and take it with you.
Stealing all the tools.
Searching amongst the tools, you find a bridle. You take it with you.
Awesome.
There's no other tools there you're interested in. Ah, the old crowbar. Boy, do these things bring back some fun memories of your misbegotten youth. This is a handsaw. You had an uncle who could play one of these.
This saw is too rusted to cut through anything. It needs to be cleaned or oiled.
Okay.
A bridle is a piece of equipment used to direct a horse, and this one includes both a headstall that holds the bit that goes in the mouth of a horse and the reins that are attached to the bit. You learn something new every day.
Lovely. Actually, I wonder if I can,
You've already got some hay.
Can I sleep in the straw? Oh, I can, I guess. But, actually don't want to just yet. Also, I wonder if there's any consequences to not sleeping. Like in Quest for Glory, you would get tired and, I think you'd lose vigor or health or something if you went without sleeping for too long. This game doesn't seem quite sophisticated enough to do that, though. Ah, here's the tree I was talking about. Let's see if I can get into town.
You attempt.
Guess not.
You attempt.
Gonna need to grind a bunch of climbing.
You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt to. You attempt. You attempt. You attempt.
35.
You attempt.
Hey, there we go.
You climbed the tree and realized there was no reason to do so. You then climb back down.
I'm trying to get into town. This tree is a perfect way to get into town, you idiot. Fine. Maybe just climb over the gate.
It's a gate. It's made of...
It does, yeah. It is kind of... Oh, there we go. All right.
You climb over the gate.
All right. Cool. Wait. Yes, there is. Which you can check by looking at this thing. Let's actually go ahead and try to see if I can deliver the beast head to Master Prospero.
You have no reason to talk to Prospero. You need to bring him back the beast's head and the blood of a man.
Will he take one at a time, or will he only accept both?
Excellent. You've defeated the beast. You are strong and clever.
Thanks for noticing.
I still need one more component, though. The blood of a dead man. I trust you can find some. Remember, I need an ample amount.
Right, and you need it in a non-metal container. I don't even have any containers at all, metal or otherwise. But I'm going to stop there, and we will continue to explore the town and its environs next week. And yeah, hopefully we'll find a container that I can put the blood of a dead man in, and then I can maybe become a sorcerer. Yay! That'd be awesome. So let's see. Cool. So let's find someone to raid then. Oh my god, no. Don't play my own channel back at me. Let's see. Who is playing some good stuff? Let's see. see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot raid myself. Yogi the Monk is playing some Final Fantasy III. Let's go say hi to him. There he is. Yeah, so thank you for watching, everyone. I feel like Quest for Infamy is starting to pick up now that I'm starting to learn the area a little bit, and I'm sure it'll pick up some more next time when I actually maybe start doing some more, like, infamous stuff, maybe. We'll see. So tomorrow will be L.A. Noire and Harvester on Wednesday. And yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Good night. And as usual, I've pressed the raid button before I actually... after I finished my sign-off, and then I am left with some dead air to fill, because I'm an idiot. Right, yes. Thank you, everyone. Again, see you tomorrow.